Hey, what's up, world? Your boy G Shrimp, everybody, Faye, baby daddy, voice of the street. And today we gonna be in Columbus, Georgia with it, y'all. Now, first, before I go into this story, we like to say welcome home, BG. I know some of y'all done seen it. BG got out, y'all, and Birdman wasted no time getting him, got him from the airport. Birdman said he done put some money in his account, brung him the cash money chain, so I guess we know how BG rocking. You know, Wayne went there. I think they all should have went, but Birdman was there, so I guess he like, hey, the other guys probably had schedules, ain't no telling, but it would have looked it better if everybody was there, but hey, they probably couldn't. That's just my opinion, how I feel. Don't mean nothing, that's just how I feel, right? So this here story I want y'all to see, y'all, it just shows you when some of these girls take shit too far. Sometimes women take shit further than men do, y'all, because they influenced by the men and the shit rubs off on them. If a woman got a brother that's with the shit, naturally she gonna be with the shit. And if her sister or whatever with the shit, and it be like that. And before, I'm going to just pause this for a minute and say this, y'all. If you got family members or people you know that got mental issues, like they always spazzing out, tweaking and doing crazy shit, you might need to get them some help. Because sometimes people be crying out for help and they don't know how to ask for none. You know, and we just had a family member just snap out, you know, which is another reason I was off the air for a few days. If you accuse your brother of some shit, you end up fighting with your daddy, uncle, and everybody, and these the people you know who go hold you down all the time. Man, something is wrong with you. If you can honestly say, man, everywhere I went this week, man, I had a fight. Well, maybe that's you, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody wasn't wrong. You know, so if you getting into it with multiple people, then that means there's something wrong with you. But when a person got mental illness, he can't check it on his own. He needs some help and pushed in the right direction. Now, sometimes I see them trying to woo-saw or listen to frequencies and shit like that. Sometimes that shit works, but only to a certain extent. That's just like a pacifier. It's only going to satisfy a person for a little while. When he or she wake up, they still got to deal with them demons. And some people really be seeing them, y'all. You know, just because we don't see them, some people be really dealing with that shit, you know. It depends on what level you on mentally. Sometimes you can be too slow and see them. Sometimes you can be too intelligent. You never know. It depends on the level the person on. Okay, now back to this situation right here, y'all. Now this woman here then got her whole family fucked up over a boy. She got into it. Well, I won't say got into it. She got into it, yeah. She got into it with another chick who was fucking with the boy. And she wanted to take it to another level, right? And they back and forth on social media threatening each other and everything. And then, listen to what they say. They say what made her snap is the girl who she was beefing with said something about her grandmama. And she didn't like it. Would you believe, y'all, that the mama went with her two daughters to watch this altercation, to aid and assist in it, whatever it was? She went. She was there at the scene of the crime. So she's basically mad because the grandmama is her mama. You dig? Check this out. That's her mother. So she going because the bitch said something about her mama. And it ends in a mess, y'all. Let me let y'all see this, man. This some of this shit I cannot make up, y'all.
This is the story of Markayla Marshall, a 17-year-old young girl who was fatally shot at a park in Columbus, Georgia, on March 31, 2022. She was shot and killed by Siana Turpin, a 16-year-old girl who had a disagreement with her over an insult to Siana's grandmother. Siana's older sister, CHIRAQ Turpin, was also a participant in the murder and aggravated assault for encouraging her sister to shoot. The shooting was captured on video and posted on various social media accounts. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories.
Now, two siblings appeared in Georgia Superior Court after filing for immunity in the Staunton Drive shooting case that claimed the life of 17-year-old Markayla Marshall in Columbus back in March of 2022.
This story will be taking us to the city of Columbus, Georgia. Columbus is a city in western Georgia. Columbus is the second largest city in Georgia after Atlanta, and fields the state's fourth largest metropolitan area. This was where Markayla called home. Markayla Marshall was born on July 15, 2005, in Columbus, Georgia. She was the youngest of three sisters and had a close bond with them. She attended Kendrick High School, where she was a junior and an honor roll student. She was also involved in various extracurricular activities, such as cheerleading, dance, and choir. She had a passion for music and singing and dreamed of becoming a famous singer one day. She was described by her family and friends as a very spiritual person who always wanted to be happy.
I can be
My name is Gabby. I live in New York City and I work in SEO marketing.
She was also known for her bright smile and sunny personality that lit up any room she entered. Siana Turpin was born on October 10, 2006, in Columbus, Georgia. She was the younger of two sisters and lived with them and their mother. She attended Carver High School, where she was a sophomore and a troubled student. She had a history of behavioral issues and disciplinary actions at school. She also had a criminal record for theft and battery charges.
I'll be there.
She was involved in a romantic relationship with Reginald Fletcher, who used to date Markayla Marshall before they broke up. She had a grudge against Markayla for allegedly insulting her grandmother on social media. Siana's sister CHIRAQ Turpin was born on June 12, 2003, in Columbus, Georgia. She was the older sister of Siana Turpin and the mother of a 2-year-old boy. She dropped out of high school and did not have a stable job or income. She was supportive of her sister's relationship with Fletcher and often accompanied her to confront Markayla. She also posted videos on Facebook threatening and taunting Markayla to meet them at the park to fight or face the consequences. The dispute between Markayla and Siana started when Markayla made a derogatory remark about Turpin's grandmother on social media. The exact nature of the remark is not clear, but it apparently offended Siana and her sister CHIRAQ. They decided to settle the score by challenging Markayla to a physical fight at Primus King Park, a public park in South Columbus. They posted several videos on Facebook calling out Marshall and warning her that they would shoot her if she did not show up. On March 31, 2022, around 6 p.m., Markayla arrived at the park with 8 other people, including her 2 sisters and 2 friends who were also shot during the incident. Siana and CHIRAQ were already there with their mother and CHIRAQ's son. As soon as Markayla saw them, she walked over and sprayed them with pepper spray, hoping to end the confrontation quickly. However, Siana pulled out a 9mm pistol from her waistband and started shooting blindly at Marshall and her group. CHIRAQ was heard on video shouting, "Shoot, Susie, shoot," twice before the gunfire erupted. Markayla was hit 3 times in the chest and abdomen. She collapsed on the ground and tried to crawl away from the shooter. Her younger sister ran over to help her and called 911. 2 other women who were with Markayla were also wounded in the legs but managed to escape to safety. Siana Turpin stopped shooting after emptying the magazine of her gun. She then fled the scene with her sister, mother, and nephew in their car. The police arrived at the park shortly after receiving multiple calls about the shooting. They found Markayla lying on the ground in critical condition. They performed CPR on her until paramedics arrived and took her to Piedmont Columbus Regional Hospital. Unfortunately, she succumbed to her injuries at 7:49 p.m., about 90 minutes after the shooting. The police also found multiple shell casings and a pepper spray canister at the scene. They interviewed the witnesses and viewed the cell phone videos that captured the shooting. They identified Siana Turpin as the shooter and Eureka Turpin as her accomplice. They issued warrants for their arrest and launched a manhunt for them.
Police tonight issuing a second murder warrant in the death of Markayla Marshall. She was shot in Primus King Park in Columbus on March 31st. Police have issued the warrant for Eureka Turpin. She's charged with 1 count of murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault. Her sister, Siana Turpin, was already arrested and charged in the murder as well.
On April 4th, 4 days after the shooting, Siana decided to surrender to the authorities. She went to the Columbus Police Department and turned herself in. She admitted that she was the one who shot Markayla Marshall and 2 other women at Primus King Park. She was arrested and booked into the Muskogee County Jail. She faced serious charges for her actions. She was charged with 1 count of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault. She was denied bond and had to remain in jail until her trial. On June 6th, 2 months after the shooting, Eureka Turpin was also arrested by the police. She was caught during a routine traffic stop on Interstate 180.
You might think you know Snapchat, but do you really?
See that? Now that's crazy, y'all. I had to turn the air on. Look, that's crazy, y'all. These women took something that would have been just a simple fight and escalated. But the chick sprayed them with mace. Do you know they was trying to ask for immunity, or they wanted the case dismissed, y'all? They wanted the case dismissed because the girl sprayed them with pepper spray, and then the other woman started shooting. But they had bad intentions anyway because she had that gun with her. Now, I understand if you going to fight, you probably want to be packing, but I thought the women was going to get down and do what they do. But the bad part about it, y'all, is the mama was with them. Everybody in this situation is fucked up. You know, it is really fucked up. And look, let me know what y'all think about this situation. You feel me? But what I was just finna say, it's something like that happened in Chicago, right? A couple of times. A lot of times, women, when they snap and crash out, y'all, they go there. I'm talking about they go there. It was an incident in Chicago. One woman was fighting another chick. Talking about it, she had kind of lost the fight. Do you know the woman jumped in her Jeep and ran the girl over, and the girl was next to a tree, smashed the girl against the tree, and then killed her, y'all. She jumped out and ran. Naturally, they went right to her house and locked her ass up. Now she gone, right? Then we had another incident in Chicago where 2 women get to fighting. And I guess one of the girls, she was like, you know what, fuck that shit, not today. This chick always picking on me. She go talk to her uncle, right? Her uncle give her a gun, and she goes to confront the chick, y'all, right? She goes to confront the chick. They have words back and forth, and she pulled the gun out and started shooting. Click, 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 click. The chick had a chance to run, y'all. The gun jammed. Would you believe the uncle uncocked the fucking gun and gave it back to her? That girl started shooting. The chick had just made it to her door. Hit her 3-4 times in the back. She died. Right there on the scene, right? Would you believe, naturally, they locked up the young girl. They naturally locked up the uncle. But guess what? The uncle had got a gun from somebody else. The gun was registered. Don't you know they picked that nigga up and charged his ass with the same murder? And I'm like, damn, they can do that? Charged his ass. Can you imagine his surprise? He at work somewhere. It's probably a gun he keep in the house or whatever. I don't know if that was his brother or whoever it was, but they went and got that nigga, y'all, and locked his ass up, his niece ass up, little sister, whoever she was. All 3 of them in jail. Now this little girl done fucked up 3 people's lives, plus the person that's dead. All because a dispute over a guy. boy. Boy, listen. You think dick and pussy is powerful as an adult? Shit. Imagine how it is with teenagers when they first start getting it. Shit. This girl done killed for it already. Do you know they say these girls are like 20-something years old? So they go do all that time. They'll be in their 40s when they get out, y'all. They'll be in their 40s. And that is really crazy to throw your life away. Because all they hearing and the influence in the street is, oh, we should do this, we should slide, get your leg back, do this, do that, get your leg back, get your leg back. But nobody is telling them, hey, when you get your leg back, it's consequences to this shit. If you get your leg back and you get caught, it's consequences to this shit. Cause every day ain't gonna be no smooth getaway. The police do their job. It might seem like they don't, but trust me, they do their job. You know, I used to have a partner who used to love robbing places, and I used to tell him all the time, man, every day you ain't gonna have no smooth getaway. You just not gonna have no smooth getaway. You know, but he let it go in one end out the other, like I'm complaining or something, like I'm giving him good advice, cause I'm like, nigga, I know how the police get down. It might seem like they ain't working sometime, they always working. The city just so big that they gotta get to people over here, and there's levels to this shit, y'all. So if you on a low level, they might not get to you. Just keep getting bigger, bruh. Keep getting bigger and watch they come get your ass. And the bad part about hustling and doing what you do, you get so used to it, you forget that shit is illegal until them police show up. And when you get big enough to get on that board, when your picture is on that chalkboard for the day, your ass going to jail. And the bad part about that is you don't know when your picture get out there. You be at home, got a whole day planned. I got to pick my daughter up, take her to get her school clothes, then I got to drop my wife off, she going to her sister's house to party, and woo, you got the whole day planned. And before you know it, boom! There you go. There you go. You know? Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I've been busy. I told y'all I've been dealing with some shit, some real shit, y'all. Some shit that really needed some attention. And y'all heard me talking about people got mental illness. And the bad part about it is you can't see in their brain to know what the fuck they going through. Because men hold shit in so much. You know what I mean? So much. And I'm looking like, bro, you can't be having that many problems. A problem we can see and we can fix, but we can't fix no problem in nobody's head, y'all. You know what I mean? Ain't no money or nothing go do that. People be having low self-esteem. The baby mama is tweaking with them. You know, they feel like they ain't where they should be in life. Okay, but you don't take all that out on nobody else. Just keep trying to keep doing what you're doing. Do you know, y'all, I say this little joke. I talk to myself, y'all. I talk to myself a lot. I always joke about this because I couldn't find nobody else intelligent to talk to. That's just a little joke, right? But you have different personalities, and a lot of times people don't know that. Just because you got different personalities don't mean you crazy, y'all. Whether you know it or not, you got them in you too. Ladies or guys, have you ever been somewhere? Let's say you not the fighting type. You really not the fighting type. But somebody make you so mad where you end up fucking them up. And one of your co-workers was like, girl, I didn't recognize you yesterday, boy. You got on that bitch from woo. And you saying to yourself, yeah, I don't know. That wasn't like me, girl. I don't know what happened. You snap. You always gonna have a certain personality who go defend you. That's on the inside of you. Your self-esteem, all that. They be different personalities. They go pop up when need to be. When it's time to be tough, your personality gonna make you tough. When it's time to be weak or cry, You might have that type of personality. When it's time to say, fuck it, I don't give a fuck, man, you got that too. You know? But I feel like I talk to myself, y'all, and solve my own problems in my head. That's how I do. I sit there, and most people, you can call it meditating. I solve my own problems. All I need to do is be not distracted. So sometimes if it seems like I ain't answering the phone, I probably ain't. You know, it's few people I answer for, but sometimes if it's not important, you know, I be like tuned into myself. That means I'm getting my thoughts right. That's how I always maneuver through the streets, y'all, and always made the best decision. Because when I'm away from everything and I shut down, I can think clearly. I can see shit. I run back plays in my head, y'all. Even if it was successful, I run it back and be like, man, what we did wrong? We didn't do this right. We didn't do this right. You know, it's a lot of shit that happened. You ever did something, y'all, and got away with it, but you be thinking, man, that shit was sloppy, man. We got lucky we got away. You know, I know some guys, we was joking about something, they go try to hit a lick. They coming out with the merch, whatever they went and got, right? The people who had the straps, they in the car first. Fuck y'all doing in the car, and the niggas with the merch ain't even secure. No, have they got to the car? I'm like, man, the motherfucker could have came out in anything. But some people do shit how they do it. That's how they do it, you know. Let me know what y'all think about BG, man. BG finally home. Let's see if he gonna be able to drop some hot shit. I hope he can get some money like Finesse did, y'all, and just take off. I want to hear what BG I gotta say. You know, get him some good beats. He might be alright, but we ain't heard his flow in a minute. You know, so he should be alright. He got enough Cash Money friends that got money. You know, Birdman said he hit his account, y'all, and he did him right. You know, he didn't have him no bag of money, so that's bank dough, y'all. That motherfucker might got some 0, 0, 0s in it. He probably like, I'm gonna throw my youngin' 10 million. No, he ain't gonna do that. Maybe 5 million. Shit, if you give him 5, he give him 5. Wayne, everybody bless him with something. He ought to be alright. Hopefully he can stay out of trouble, y'all, and get back to the business. And he got a little older now, y'all, so he should be more laid back. Oh, and let me tell y'all this. This is the craziest shit. Y'all know who Blueface is, right? Blueface and the little girl Chris Rock, who she is. That's toxic, naturally. But it ain't as toxic as you think. They did all that shit for TV, y'all. You know, that girl has got a lot of sense. You hear me? Blueface said he couldn't stand that bitch at first. But the people who was filming their little shows told him, no, she good for the camera because she turn up and people want to see that ratchet shit. That's what they're attracted to. Now, it's a new season, y'all, and it seemed like they making Blueface the aggressor. All of a sudden, now he the aggressor and she calm. She acting like she got some sense. But, speaking of Blueface, what I wanted to say is this. Blueface got a brother, y'all. And we already know who Blueface mama is. I told y'all something about her the other day. The chick walking, showing pictures of her ass like, woo! Mama wasn't nothing nice back in my days. Woo, said she got back, put a week on it. You know, she talking her little shit. And I'm laughing. She talking about all the people she turned down. And I was joking. I said, yeah, bitch, you been making bad decisions all your life. Because she named 3 or 4 niggas that getting it. And she ain't where she's supposed to be. But dude said this chick was a horrible mama, y'all. Said she taught him how to eat pussy. You hear me? I'ma say that again. Allegedly. The boy said, which is Blueface brother, said his mama taught him how to eat pussy. Now, I don't know if she spread him, let him lick it and told him which side to lick, what to lick. How can you teach a man how to eat some pussy unless you hands-on or what? How? You know, how the fuck can you do that? The even thought of that shit is stupid. It's stupid. But the boy said that he said he'll stand on it. He'll take a lie detector test and everything. Oh, he talked about this woman like a dog, y'all. Said the show that she running, said she was just in her room hollering at the phone and everything. He said he produced all the episodes, took the camera, did this, everything, used to make them record, and then now the show gets successful. He said she want to cut him out. He said she never paid him for doing all the directing. She get money now from the what he said, Pandom, something, what the fuck, I forgot the name of it. But anyway, they pay her the Patreon act. She get money from the Patreon. Patreon is like YouTube, but it's like paid per view. You got to pay to see that. So if y'all were G Shrimp subscribers over there on the Patreon, y'all would pay to see the show without commercials and how it go. That's what the Patreon do, right? So he says she making like 10-some thousand a month over there. She won't cut him in on nothing. So he said he got a clothing line that he been working on since he been in jail, and he trying to get it off the ground. He says she trying to steal that from him. Says she been stealing ideas from him for the longest. He like, man, what woman? He says she ain't got no talent. She don't do nothing but live off her kids. All that ratchet shit. He says she been doing that for years, man. Years. You know. And it's crazy how some people don't be close to their mama. Yeah. Everybody ain't got no good mama. Everybody ain't got no good mama. And I'm talking about he went in so bad, that man had paragraphs of shit that he was talking about her. And I'm like, that's crazy. But to think them reality shows, I told y'all that the other day, that's what they do. They like ratchet shit, y'all. They like ratchet shit. They want to see you fighting and clowning and turning up, jumping up, and you know, how come every time it's a fight, nigga got the full view of it. Never the camera drop or none of that. When it's up, most time the camera go hit the floor, cause it's real. Not these people. I would even go with if the camera dropped and you had to switch the camera too, and we get another angle, you'll be like, oh, this real here. No. That's how them people do, y'all. And sometimes they'll set you up for a situation that you ain't prepared for. You can fuck around and go to jail and hurt somebody. You know these YouTubers be walking up on people, y'all. They be doing their little pranks and shit. So, and they was in Walmart, and one of the guys walked up on. He said, "What's up, man?" He said, "Nothing." He said, "Man, what's going on? Who you with? You with such and such?" He said, "No." What set you from? Where you at, fool? He said, "I'm in Walmart." He like, "Oh, what, you looking to get shot?" He said, "What? You looking to get shot?" He like, "Get shot." I'm talking about, listen, y'all. Dude didn't get a chance to react. Most time they chased him, he hit that motherfucker good. I'm like, that's what I'm, listen, I'll be saying that. That's what's gonna happen when you motherfuckers run up on me. I'm gonna hit you dead in your shit. It's gonna be a problem. I'm not gonna be chasing you, you holler, "It's a prank, it's a prank." No, ain't no prank. Ain't no prank. And look, let me speak on this here, y'all. What I told y'all Polo G situation was, how his brother robbed the motherfucker film director. They been doing this, keeping film and everything. Do y'all remember when Kanye first started blowing up, this same shit happened to him? Ashton Kutcher was the director. They was doing this, what they was calling that shit, punked, right? They was trying to punk Kanye. So the guy say, "Man, you can't do this." Some shit he was saying, and he was going to take Kanye film. Kanye like, no, that's my video, man. I recorded it. They like, no, we see Kanye. Man, hell no. He snatched the reel from him. Dude, like, give me that reel back. Kanye like, no. He like, give me that reel. Kanye took off running, y'all. Took off running and jumped in the van, and they making their getaway. Ashton had to break cover because Kanye was out of here. He finna get it, y'all. Ashton come running across. They stopped. They like, Ashton, man, let's shoot me some, man. You better stop doing that shit. You know, but listen, Kanye snatched his family was finna get up out of there. So I see how shorty them was. They up pistols and robbed the man. Look, when you start getting legal money, y'all need to listen to this. When you start to get legal money, you can't do shit the street way no more. When you got that good money in the bank, you got to be like a law-abiding citizen. You got to sue that man. For whatever was going on, you got to sue that man. But that just goes to show you, y'all, you can take a nigga out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of nigga. A nigga will always be a nigga. It don't matter if he in a small house or a big one up on the hill. You know, a lot of times people move out of town and try to change their life. You got to change yourself first. Because if you want shit in Chicago, you ain't going to be shit in Milwaukee. You got to fix yourself. Now I'm just saying, they say people, places, and things. If that's what you're striving for, cool. Because then you're doing something to change. But if you trying to just move and you ain't changed your character, then you still going to be in the same position, just in a different location. You feel me? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody fake baby daddy, voice of the street. I'm a plancher now and dig you later. Boop! I'm out.